I guess it's out now.
This guy. Alright, so they can't hear us now. So I want to talk about how y'all motherfuckers who support Biden are fucking dumbasses. Because every time a Democrat runs for president, they talk about how they're going to increase. Thanks for the follow there, Sprinkles. They talk about how they're going to increase taxes, whereas Republicans most of the time talk about decreasing said taxes. So, one thing I do want to say is the whole fracking and the oil company thing that's been talking about between Biden and Trump and all the different representatives for each party, right? Everyone here knows about that, correct?
Yeah.
Or has no one been keeping up
Not
with
really full of
the
politics.
political views?
I don't really do politics.
I do politics because it's fun to see someone get really mad for no reason. But yeah, so for the most part, like I'm gonna say this, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just a Trump supporter talking smack." It's like in reality, I don't give a shit. Like if there's a president who is better than Trump at the moment who runs, who's a Democrat, I don't give a shit what fucking side they're on. You know, like as long as the country becomes profitable and we get out of our national debt, so the national debt can decrease from $17 trillion to something better. I don't care as long as that happens. Oh, there you go. There goes trouble.
That's scary. Okay.
His power went out. I just got asked if there's an op tonight. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been happening.
It's dude, like if there's gonna be an op, I'm gonna say something. But yeah, aside from that, so to the people that are watching this, to the people that are watching the stream, listening to the podcast, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming and thank you for listening to our stupid bullshit. Second of all, yeah, so the whole fracking thing that Biden was talking about is how he's saying he's not going to do that, because in reality, he has no power over that. He has no power to say that there's no oil going to be done at all, because that's in charge of the gas and oil companies. Right? I would assume that, right? Right, Trouble? As he fucks a bag in the background.
That sounds about right.
It sounds like one of those like bags you get like a clothes store that are just like they're paper bags, but they're like laminated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what that reminds me of. But yeah, so even though I'm in the Discord call, oh god, there's hey look, it's Pikachu.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But
no.
but yeah, so the whole like Biden Trump thing, people can like get in my face and do all that stuff and be like, "Oh, you're this, you're that, you're racist because you support Trump." I'd rather support a businessman than a pedophile or someone who is showing signs of being said pedophile. That's me. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want any of my nieces or nephews or future children to grow up in a place that's going to be like, hey, so watch out for the Mr. President because he's going to touch your no square if you come out too carefully. Yeah, Sprinkles, you're talking about it. Guys, you guys need to say something if you're going to be here, because I could just talk about it just to my stream and y'all can just chill.
All right, I'm gonna drop the accent for like the entire rest of the time I'm here.
I would prefer that.
For like the first 2 seconds, but
now it's boring.
Yeah.
So
okay then.
Yeah. So, back to the whole pedophile thing with Joe Biden and how President Donald Trump is a Cheeto.
Yeah, I don't think I want...
I say Danny DeVito for president 2020.
Honestly, Danny Elfman. If there are any Dannys going for president, I'd want it to be Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman. Nah, dude, Ron Swanson for president. Ron Swanson.
Ron Jeremy for president.
I like how we originally talked about how. So this is what we're gonna do. The podcast we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about politics for a bit. Then we're gonna talk about music, and then we'll talk about games. I think that's fair, right?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good setup. Honestly.
I'd like to talk get the game section. I'd like to talk about games that are coming out that I feel very happy they're gonna come out for, and then I want to hear what you guys think.
Okay.
So
Right.
to the politics point of view, no one seems to bring up the fact that because of Joe Biden's crime bill that became a thing in 1994, a lot of people were sentenced. Well, there was, I think, what was it? There was around like 300 plus people, mostly of African descent, who were sentenced to life in prison for non-violent crimes. Does anyone here know about that or no?
No.
No.
So, a man recently was released from prison who was given life in prison for a non-violent crime. And Trump was the reason he got out. Now, everyone's going to be like, oh, we never did it. But, like, no one took into consideration that because of Joe Biden's fucking bill, that man was sentenced to life in prison without bail. At all. Like, straight up. If I can find his name was Duke Tanner. He was sentenced to life in prison for a first-time non-violent crime because of Joe Biden's 1994 crime bill. Which is a little fucked, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
If I pull up the Duke Tanner thing up on here, so it says here, if I pull it up right quick, Trump grants clemency for former Gary boxer Charles Duke Tanner imprisoned for drug crimes. An ex-Gary boxer serving a 30-year sentence on federal drug and conspiracy convictions was granted clemency Wednesday by President Donald Trump. Charles Duke Tanner, 40, was released Wednesday from the Pennsylvania prison, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. His original release date was October 20th, 2030. He had lobbied unsuccessful for 20 years to cut his drug sentence short. Tanner said Thursday he found out he was getting released from getting released after the prison's 4 p.m. stand-up court count Wednesday. After his release, he was taken to a hotel room. Friends later picked him up. They came to my cell and said, "We gotta take you." I said, "What's going on?" "You're getting an immediate release." He said, "I gotta say a prayer and praise God." Tanner said he was asking a lawyer to petition for a compensate release due for COVID-19, but the paperwork hadn't been filed yet. State Senator Eddie Melton, who knew growing him up, Tanner's manager Troy Bly and his son CJ, now 18, and others were in a Philadelphia airport, according to a video on Bly's Facebook page on Thursday. Now, from what we just heard, because of basically him getting pardoned by Donald Trump, he was able to get back into his life instead of coming back in, what was it, 2030? All because of a crime bill that made him go basically almost get life in prison.
Damn.
For a non-violent crime, which was the crime is he was in possession of marijuana and cocaine. That's what
a bad mix.
That is a bad mix,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
And that's actually what happens a lot in the boxing world. A lot of boxers get hooked on drugs that they shouldn't be for not good reasons.
I don't think there's any right reason.
There never is. Drugs, in my opinion, are the worst thing you can do because the thing is, think of it this way. You smoke weed tonight, right? Tonight you smoke weed.
Yeah.
That, if they take a hair follicle off you 6 months from now, it'll still come up that you have weed in your system. Weed takes a very long time to come fully out of your system. You might not be high anymore, but there's still traces of it in your system after 6 months. Alcohol takes 24 hours.
Depending on how much you
Thanks for the follow there, bud. CMOC83100. What's up, bud? Howdy. But yeah, so it's I live in New York. A lot of people here know that for the most part. I was never with the whole alcohol point. I was always with alcohol. I was never with drugs really. I did do weed in my past. Oh, what's up, Craig? I did do weed in the past, and I did shrooms, and I did some other stuff. But then it's not for me, because also I have a job now that regularly drug tests, and I can't lose that job because it's too good paying for me. And alcohol is just a better alternative in my opinion. Because the amount of people, like, what was it? I really hate to bring this up, but a former coworker of mine, if people who have added me on Snapchat, like Craig here, he's added me on Snapchat. A while ago, I posted a thing on my story saying that a close friend of mine who was also a coworker that I originally worked with recently died, I think last month, due to a very bad car crash. Now, the car crash happened from a underage woman who yeah, it was he was hit in the side, T-boned basically on the highway by a woman who was under the age of 21 who had just gotten her license. Thanks for the follow, Mystery Rose. He was T-boned by this woman who was severely high on they said it was pot, but I'm pretty sure it was weed mixed with some other shit. She might have been drinking too, might have been crossfaded for all I care. But because of her, she was able to walk away free. She still is free. She's not been tried for manslaughter yet. And I lost a friend of mine who, it kind of sucks. So I've been dealing with that lately, but for the most part, I've been okay with it. I'm fine. I'm living my life. His fiance is living her life and all that other kind of stuff. But it does kind of suck that, people who essentially kill somebody because they're under the influence of a drug or alcohol or any kind of, medication, or something's not right with their body because they took something. If they kill somebody with a vehicle or strictly by accident, like it's nothing they could have done. It does suck that, for the most part, with drunk driving, the amount of people that do drunk driving and they kill somebody when they're driving, the person who's drinking tends to be the one that lives. And the person who was just there because of bad luck, most of the time tends to be the one who either becomes paralyzed or dies. And that really is fucked up. That is not a good thing to hear. That is probably the worst thing you can hear about, especially if it's a friend of yours, a family member, a coworker, anything. You don't want to see anyone die like that. It's not right.
Of course.
Oh, Mickey, I have a story like that as well.
But yeah, I went to his funeral with all my coworkers the other week. We went to his memorial that happened. It happened in Queens of all places, right by JFK, by the airport.
Yeah.
So we all went to his funeral. We said we paid our respects. We said hey to his mother and his father and his fiance and everyone who was there. There was this very nice black lady there. If she was I don't want to play Modern Warfare right now. I'm doing podcast, Craig. I'll do it later. But, yeah, there was this very nice old black lady there. She was, like, the generic, like, she calls everybody honey or baby. She had to have been, like, in, like, her late 50s, early 60s. Very, very nice woman. She was there. She was doing her stuff. She was speaking the Lord and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not a very religious person, but if you want to practice religion, I don't give a shit. Do you do you. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does suck that that girl, as far as I know, has still not been tried for vehicular manslaughter or any kind of murder charge.
It's pretty fucked.
It is fucked, but at the same time, it's the world we live in where I'm almost positive at this point that it has to do something with that she is what I would consider a minority, because she wasn't white. She wasn't tried instantly. She was a young black woman who is, I think, like in either her senior year of high school or she was in her freshman year of college. All I know is that she was under the age of 21. She had morphine like, kind of like shots happening to her, but she was smoking a lot of weed and all that kind of stuff. There was a lot of fucked up shit happening in her body that should not have been happening, and she should not have been behind the wheel of anything. She should have just stayed the fuck at home or where the fuck she was, sat it out, wait the fucking day, and not get behind the car.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that
Yeah.
sucks. Like, there's probably people in this chat that know of somebody who's been in a drunk driving accident or knew someone who passed away from that. Now, for the most part, we have to think about this. Everyone goes to the defensive driving. Everyone takes the road permit test. They go through all the fucking the driving
Someone just fucking
classes.
died in my house. What the hell?
Someone just died. Should probably go check that out.
It was just a loud bang. Hopefully, it wasn't anything important. Or
Just
anything
turns
important.
out a dog just got fucking pile drived on the fucking couch.
That's probably what happened. Honestly, I'm not even joking.
German suplex the dog onto the couch. But yeah, like, and everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you don't know shit because you're a white boy." It's like, I really don't care. I'm just gonna say this for the most part is that if at any point in your life you've smoked weed, you've done drugs, you drank alcohol, you did something, and because in reality, no one does not know that they're too drunk or they're too such and such for something. They know what they're doing half the time, but you ever heard of the term blackout drunk?
Yep.
In the moment, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing, but you don't remember it. If that makes any sense.
It does.
So, for most people in this chat who have never been blacked out drunk before, being blacked out drunk is this. You know exactly what's happening in that moment. You know what you're doing. You know what's happening, but you will never be able to recall it. The reason I found this out was my sophomore year of high school. I went to a keg party in Mayapack. I went with people who were not from my school, they were from Mayapack, Croton, Somers, all this kinds of stuff. People that I knew from like Xbox days, and just the first people I met playing on PC. We all went to this keg party. I was the first person to get blacked out drunk. And my friend recorded the whole thing and sent it to me on Snapchat, I think the week after, like the Monday after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember reading it, reading his text message, and then he sent me the video, and I watched the video. Now, I could tell in that moment of him recording it, I knew exactly what the fuck was going on, where I was, what I was doing. Because I said to him on camera, I was like, without slurring a word, I said, I'm going to go piss in that fucking plant. And I pissed in someone's fucking potted plant in their house. I didn't give a shit. And I was like, wow, I don't remember that. That's probably something I should remember, but I guess not. But whatever. That's just because the thing is, alcohol is a very weird thing to do, and so is weed. If anyone here has ever done any kind of shrooms or acid or any kind of hallucinogenic drug, I've done shrooms, I've done ecstasy, I've done acid.
Shit.
I've done acid once, and it terrified me.
No, I was talking about ecstasy.
Ecstasy is not as bad.
Well, no, it's a more rare drug. You not.
Yeah,
really
it's
take it.
ecstasy it's people call it a roofie drug, but it really isn't.
Is it just like a sexual drive drug?
No, ecstasy is more of how do I explain this? The best way to explain it, it's the kind of drug that if you were going on a Jesus Christ. Fucking ecstasy is the kind of drug that you hear that, like, if you're going on a vision quest with Native Americans, that's the best way to explain it. Because you see stuff you will never be able to explain. It's not like shrooms. Shrooms fuck you up to the point that you just, like, you think you're in, like, a completely different world. With ecstasy, it's like you kind of know where you are, but at the same point, it's at the same time and also the same point of time it's happening in. It feels like everything that's happening around you is normal, but it's not. Like you'll be high on ecstasy, you'll be walking on the street, you just see a fucking moose with no head. You'll be like, that's completely fucking normal. I've lived here my whole life. That moose has got a fucking job. He's got a life. His name's Robert. He's got a wife and kids. All that kind of stuff. I know him. He's a good guy, but you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And then shrooms just, it's just kind of like a really bad trip.
What is the formula for ecstasy. It's
I actually
called MDMA.
I actually don't know.
Is it MDMA?
I'll be honest with you, Chief. I didn't do research on that drug because I took it once and never took it again. But shrooms, I did I think 3 times until I found out where shrooms come from, and then it was a turn off
Or
for
where do
me.
they come from? Because I have no idea.
Shrooms are harvested from cow manure. They are mushrooms that grow inside of or around the areas of where cows shit.
It is MDMA. That's fucking weird though.
Cow manure is cow poop, yes.
Yeah, I know.
No, someone in the
chat. Yeah, but
yeah.
someone in chat said that.
So yeah.
Retards.
See, the thing is, everyone goes, "Oh, but they wash it." But the thing is, when you know where it comes from, you don't want to put that because you eat shrooms. That's how you get high off of shrooms. You eat it. So just think about it this way: someone put their hands into cow manure, took a mushroom that grew from it, cleaned it off with water, and then immediately put it in their mouth. Think about that. The shroom that you just put in your mouth was growing out of cow manure, cow shit. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, drugs, in my opinion, they don't do much for you. They in this world, especially with jobs and how they're handled with stuff, drugs are probably not the best thing to do. Alcohol too, but alcohol there's a little bit of leeway. You have 24 hours to get alcohol out of your system. For every ounce of alcohol your liver filters out every 8 hours?
2 ounces, I think.
Oh, is it every 2? I don't fucking know. I don't care about it. My liver's destroyed at this point anyway, so who the fuck cares?
You should, but you don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, for people in the chat, just so you know, I have a really bad drinking problem when it comes to being at home by myself. I drink constantly, to the point that I'm almost I'm almost positive at this point my liver is just is brown, that really dark, deep, shit brown. You know what I'm talking about?
Cancerous cells, yeah.
Cancerous cells.
We don't call you the drunken minky for nothing.
What is this fucking Max Payne fucking postal accent you're doing now?
What do you mean?
I don't fucking know.
This came
He's
from-
like, we don't call you the drunken
He's
minky for
always
nothing.
Drunk.
You drinking again? He's always drunk.
Always drinking.
The camera turns around and just looks at me, and I'm just I have a flask in my hand. I'm taking huge sips.
Huge flask in his hand.
Huge. No, dude, I found a comically sized flask on Amazon. I might buy it just for shits and giggles and actually
Dude,
put
do it.
stuff in it.
Yeah. I just feel like there are 3 bottles of vodka in there, bro.
Dude, not the spout on the fucking flask is think of a Gatorade bottle. You know how big the spout is on a Gatorade bottle? It's
Yeah.
that big. It's maybe a
Yeah,
little
I
bigger
know.
than that.
I've seen them.
Dude,
I want one.
I want to do that just for shits and giggles. Go out into a public place and just start drinking out of the fucking thing. They're gonna think either A, I'm crazy, B, I'm fucking out of my mind, C, I'm a drunk fuck, or B, or D, all the above.
Oh yeah, Minky.
Yeah?
Say hi to my girlfriend. She's in chat. She's the one who's been messaging most of the time.
Oh, is she Sprinkles?
At Sprinkles, yeah. That's my girlfriend.
Hello, Sprinkles. I've been keeping Acid out of trouble lately.
No, he hasn't. He's just telling you that so you don't hate him. No, I'm kidding.
What?
I haven't even talked to him for a while. He gets
I'm so confused.
trouble. Thanks for the follow, buddy.
No problem, buddy.
But I like how it looks like the zombies running on the fucking planet right now. But yeah. So we've talked about
Yeah, I
drugs.
disappear for
We've talked about
5 days. and then I come back and-
She watched me give you fucking PTSD with Arma 3 helicopters.
Oh yeah, she's watched me play Arm with you guys.
That is fucking hilarious.
I stream to her sometimes, and it's funny hearing her reaction to it.
Has she ever? Oh, dude, you should have been at the zombie op we had yesterday. That shit was funny. I had to make people leave mid-op and reload their mods and get everything set.
Oh my god.
That annoyed the fuck out of me. But yeah.
You should have saw it, Minky.
Huh?
You should have saw it, Minky. That night was the funniest fucking shit ever. Cause I was sitting there, I had wrecked my truck.
So I was sitting
and then I
there,
see fucking Nick
barbecue
from over
sauce
the
on my
mountain,
titties. Huh?
and I was sitting there and I saw Nick coming over the mountain with a helicopter. And then he fucking plummets. He turns around and he plummets into the ground. And I start laughing my ass off because he's supposed to be a rescue guy. And then he comes around in another helicopter after I'm mourning the death of the guy in the last helicopter.
Oh my god.
And he hits a tree and crashes. And then comes the third helicopter. As I'm dying from these two crashes, he's back to back trying to rescue me. And he finally does it.
He finally does it.
Oh yeah, and then I jumped out, and then I was picked up by, I think it was Chips. Yeah, Chips. He picked me up, and I didn't know it was Chips. I thought it was like Nick again. So I had because he had left the controls unlocked in the helicopter, so I took control of the helicopter and plunged it into the ground.
All right.
Yeah. And then I told him I did that, and he was like, "You fucking ass." And I was like, I didn't know it was you.
I didn't know it was you. I had no idea. It's like it's like real life. There's no name tags above your heads. How the fuck was I supposed to know? All I saw was a giant floating object, and I decided to take it upon myself to destroy it.
He told me he was talking to me.
Americanize it.
I couldn't hear shit.
I'm gonna disable slow mode because I don't care for it. All right, slow mode's been disabled. All right, so what else should we go to before we start talking about music? Because if we talk about music, we're gonna be here for a long time.
True. Let's talk about what the fuck Acid is posting in
No,
Jumps.
no.
No, no.
No.
I would much prefer
Let's
not
not.
getting banned off of Twitch right now. Thank you very much.
Well, you can blame him.
No.
How? It doesn't even appear in the actual stream. Okay.
No, I know.
What I did
Okay,
was find it.
what in the
They just-
fuck, Harris?
You just said you weren't gonna bring it up. You were bringing it up.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, so I popped in there for a sec to see what's going on, you know. And the first thing I see is fucking Pokemon.
Listen, if Machamp
Yeah,
is as good as
Yeah?
he is, okay.
yeah. You wanna continue with that? She wants you to private message her.
Oh,
Your girlfriend wants you to private message her, Harris. Give her all your
Oh
porn.
god.
Damn. All right. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna go
no,
give her.
stay.
Stay in here. Just send her the stuff.
You're gonna die.
All right.
So
Fine.
Sprinkles, just so you know,
I'm not gonna
like
die. I'm not
if
gonna die.
there's any kind of notion that we're saying any kind of racial slurs or pornography or something that's inappropriate in Twitch, then basically I get banned. Even if I say there's only two genders, because there is only two genders, I would get banned pretty much.
Wait, Mickey?
Huh?
You're streaming. You just said it.
Yeah? Twitch mods can suck my dick. Because I'm so
But you
fresh, you
got-
can suck my nuts.
But you just said you didn't want to get banned. What kind of
I'd rather
fucking
not
thing
get banned
is-
for porn. I'd rather get banned for me saying something.
Oh, gotcha.
I'd rather not get banned because, oh my god, look at him. He opened up his Google Images. You know what'd be even funnier? What if Harris shared a screen just now and I was streaming the Discord and the first thing you see Harris pull up is porn?
Hey, I mean,
Wouldn't be the first time.
Uh-oh, stinky. Alright.
so while we're here, before we, inevitably talk about,
Music.
yeah.
And then we'll
Oh,
talk about guns and then we'll talk about games. Yeah, let's
My girlfriend is actually interested in joining the thingy, but
Podcast.
the chat.
no, our
The
little
Milsim?
Arma group.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think.
Dude, make her a medic just so we can go like, Doc, please don't let me go out like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She wanted to talk to you first. So after this, if you want, I can create a group chat.
Okay.
Interviewer.
I don't know.
Dear
So I hear you want to join my Arma group.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to do one of three things. A, I need you to go behead a random Jew in your area. Okay?
Oh,
Don't ask why.
Jesus.
Don't ask why. It's for non-legal purposes. Don't ask why.
Shalom.
Second of all, I'm gonna need you to
Trail.
send me every picture of any cute dog that you have on your phone at this very exact moment. Don't ask why. I need
Also, bring a rubber chicken.
bring a screaming rubber chicken just for shits and giggles.
The best time to wear a striped sweater.
No, please, God, no.
The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. Can't do the SpongeBob voice anymore. My voice is too deep for that now. Damn.
That's where I with the blade.
Mickey aneurysm.
I was trying to 1v1 Craig in Modern Warfare, and it was too hard to multitask, so I left XD. I was promised gun conversation. What the hell was that? That would be a recording of me from like a year ago falling, and my desk falling in tow with me.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
But me, he's actually paralyzed from the neck down. He's currently in a wheelchair somewhere in Nebraska.
Why Nebraska?
I don't know. Nebraska's like the first thing that came to mind.
Nebraska. Why not Utah or like Canada? Fuck Canada, bro.
Fine,
yeah,
fine.
fuck
You're in the snowy Alps. You're bundled up in your wheelchair.
Why the snowy Alps? Why not Mexico? All right, let's go to the gun conversation.
Okay.
Dude, I like how. Hold on, no. Listen to this. I like how Twitch held what Sprinkles just said. I advertised this shit on Twitter, and you're just raping my headphones. XD. She posted that, right? So raping wasn't the word that got flagged. It was shit, and you know what it got flagged for? It got flagged for sexual slurs.
Shit?
How does shit get flagged for sexual shit? I don't understand that.
Some people are into weird shit.
Oh, fuck. My headphones
Alright.
came off.
So yeah, let's talk about guns.
I like guns.
My girlfriend owns a ton of guns. Why don't you ask her about her gun?
Well, I'm not a. What'd you just say, Sprinkles? What were you about to say just there?
She's not against Scarels. She's not against Scarels.
Whoa, I only have enough for self-defense. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how many arms do you have? 20?
Probably doesn't have as much as me, though.
How many guns do you own, Minky?
At the moment, 12.
12.
Okay, yeah, I have a lot more than you, Mickey.
Damn. I only own.
Hey, we're not counting reenactment weapons, okay, Trouble?
Damn it!
I only own
I had to say that, Trouble.
That's not fair, though!
That is fair.
No, because they still shoot!
Can you put an actual bullet into it and use it?
Yes.
Are
Only
you
3 of them don't work. Well, minus like 2 M1 Grands, but those are literally, they're considered smooth bore now.
So, by the way, I had to get my M24 I had to get a new barrel for it.
What the fuck did you do to it? Was
It wasn't me who did it. I went to the firing range over in Bear Mountain, if anyone here who's from New York knows. I went to that firing range, right? And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to go there. I'll do some stuff, blah blah whatnot," right? I went there with a buddy of mine who, when I worked for Westchester County, he was way into guns more than me. The dude has a fucking Barrett 50 cal in his fucking living room.
Oh, have you seen the new fucking self-defense Barrett 50 cal?
Yes, I
The
have.
tiny one? I want one.
So, he has one, and he's not allowed to shoot it anywhere except for his private property. So we went there, blah, blah, whatnot. And he's like, "Oh, let me grab your gun for you while you go to the bathroom, because I was gonna go take a piss real quick." "Okay, I'll be right back. You want to sign me in too?" "Cool." I go to take a piss, and then I hear falling outside. I was like, "What the fuck was that?" I come outside, and the barrel on my fucking M24, was on the ground, disconnected from the body, but the bolt, like the charging bolt, the bolt action part of it, the bolt assembly was still in the gun. Now, for people who don't know how bolt action rifles work, basically, whenever you go to take the barrel out of a bolt action rifle, depending on the model, most American made weapons, the bolt assembly and the barrel are basically connected by a really tiny screw. Now there are some models out there that don't have them, but a lot of civilian models have that because it makes it easier for you to take stuff apart and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, in the movies, whenever you see someone whose sniper is in like a fucking suitcase and to put it together, they have to screw it together. Very rarely is that actually the fucking case.
Cool, that's
Very
a special
fucking
type of
rarely.
gun.
Huh?
Also,
Isn't that usually a special type of gun?
Actually,
I'm
no.
about to reveal something to you guys. The Earth on screen right now is real. Minky's controlling the time right now. If you will hit
So,
the window, it's the sun's currently. Oh no, it rose.
So, Acid's girlfriend, he likes indoor cardio.
I do like indoor cardio.
Just keep that in mind.
There. Everyone should have a little more. Here, Harris, talk for me, bud.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Sprinkles. This is like the first time I've ever ran a podcast on Twitch, so I'm just kind of winging it.
Wang dang atomic tango in it.
Indoor cardio. Ooh. Yeah. So back to the guns thing. So yeah, 338 Lapua, my favorite round to shoot.
We know.
Dude, it is so satisfying shooting that. The thing is, at this moment in time, Trouble, I only have one rifle that is chambered in 338 Lapua.
Yeah.
But by next
No,
week,
because your
I'm
M24 is
yeah, by next week I'm gonna have a L96 A1 that's chambered in 338.
Cool.
I talked to a buddy of mine who he's in Britain right now. If he's watching this, I don't know if he is. If you're watching this, Steve, you're a chill motherfucker. I'm gonna talk to you about the L96. -20. So let's do that. I'll just go halfway. How's that? Trouble. Just say something. 11 years ago.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
It's your boy Skinny Penis. Yeah. So, how do I continue this without it being weird? What can we do? Because I'd like to stay on the gun topic a little longer, though. Like, what's your guys' favorite types of guns? Let's do that. What's your favorite gun, Harris? That your girlfriend owns?
My favorite gun? My
Goodbye.
favorite gun is the M16A1.
Obviously. Trouble?
Well, I have three
The
favorite guns.
shotgun KSG-12.
I have three
Oh,
favorite
you like the
guns.
KSG?
I do. I don't know why. I just love it.
I like
get
the
one brand?
as a shotgun. I like the Spaz, in my opinion.
The M16A1 and the 1911. Those are my three favorite guns.
If we're talking like rifles, I'd probably, I'd have to go Mosin for rifles.
M24, chambered in 338 Lapua, and no one's changing my mind.
Mosin chambered in 9.3. Oh, I want to see one of those actually.
What?
Imagine,
Mosin chambered in 9.3.
I think those actually do exist, though.
I don't know about that.
50 BMG.
A Desert Eagle, chambered. Nah, dude. I gotta tell you this.
Or no?
The funniest thing I've ever seen at the range. a Desert Eagle chambered in 9mm parabellum.
Oh, that's so gay.
No.
You
Let
might
me
as well suck a dick.
no. Let me explain why. A 4-year-old shoots it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a full-size deagle. It is the exact same dimensions of a regular deagle. This dude bought a 50 cal deagle that I think the inner barrel was all fucked up and destroyed. So he took the inner barrel out, rechambered it, and like had it rechambered for 9mm parabellum for his 4-year-old to shoot at the range. And that kid with a Desert Eagle with iron sights is basically what I consider a young aimbot. He is trying his best to make it so he gets center on target, center mass every time, and it is so fun to watch that kid. Because, dude, he is like the biggest bundle of joy ever. Whenever he gets center mass on any target with the Deagle, he is like so happy to do it. And the thing is, for a lot of people that don't understand, I live in a very liberal state. I live in New York. In order to own a weapons permit here, you have to either A, join a gun club, or B, you have to be 21. In order to own a concealed carry permit or a concealed carry weapon, you have to be 21 years of age, one reason. 2, you have to have a valid reason. Either you work for a bank, you are a store owner, you're a gun owner, you live in a area that has a gun club, or you're a police officer. I think that's fucked. I think if I want to conceal carry a weapon, I should be able to do it if I have the legal terms to do it. I am not convicted of any crimes. I feel like I should have the right to conceal carry a gun without being 21. Because you can own any gun at any age, technically. Your parents can buy you, let's say you're 12, your parents can buy you a 22 special. That's your gun. You can shoot it.
See, if I was going to get a gun, I'd want it to be a 1911 long slide, at least 8 inches or longer.
All right,
Mickey,
Hitman.
you'll find this very interesting. My dad has a 1911 with Nazi markings on it.
That's going to create a lot of controversy in here, and I don't want to talk about that.
No, it's just a cool history thing.
Okay.
It's a captured in 1911.
I don't know how I should feel about that. Oh my God, Harris.
What's up?
Come get your girlfriend. She says, yeah, you need at least 8 inches.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Come get her and out of here.
I have to meet your girlfriend. Come on. She sounds cool.
She is pretty cool, I've got to admit.
He's close enough. All right. So, let's get back on topic and not have the Twitch devs and mods be mad at us. So, Harris,
Yes.
what's your opinion on liberals?
I have none. No opinion.
So, has anyone here ever been raided by the ATF before?
No.
I've never
No.
been raided by the ATF, but I have seen it happen before, if that makes sense. No? Okay. So, across the street from me... No, they're not as political as me, and I'm fine with that. So, across the street from me, there is what I would consider the most generic crack house. This house has gone through 6 different owners in the last year and a half.
Oh my god.
The last people that have lived there, it's currently for sale across the street from me, and I don't want to live there because it's disgusting. There's no driveway, there's no fucking garage. It is literally a block wall that goes up the staircase to a very, 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 very small house. I think it's like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's very small. By the way, they want like almost $300,000 for it. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know that one guy? The one guy who was out on the streets when the riots happened?
Chief, there was a lot of guys out in the street. I'm gonna be honest with
It
you,
was this
Chief.
dude with a rifle, and he like shot 2 guys because they tried to like tackle him.
Yeah, he was an 18-year-old kid and part of the militia down there.
Kenosha.
Kenosha, yep. That was entirely in self-defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so when the ATF raided the guy across the street from me, right? I saw a old style Mosin, destroyed, obviously, come out of his house. I saw a disassembled AR-15 with a bump stock. What else was there? There was an AK-47. He had a couple of, I think a couple of Remington and 70s that came out of there. And then a bunch of custom, in quotation, custom ammunition. He had slugs that instead of filled with wadding, it was filled with shrapnel.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, you all see those fucking weird ass African rifles that are all like makeshift and stuff?
Yep.
That are like.
But yeah,
I think those
so
are always
when
pretty
he got
interesting.
raided, the ATF, this is what I heard at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I heard basically 6 different cars pull up in front of his house, skirting tires, by the way, because they were hauling ass, obviously. And then you heard, this is the, you heard like, you know, this is the ATF, blah, blah, we have a warrant, you know, to inspect your residence. The dude was asleep. It's 3 a.m. All you hear is they take the battering ram and they just fucking slam his door. It goes down in one hit, and then you just hear, "No, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't do it, man, don't do it." And it's like, and he comes out in handcuffs in his boxers. He was wearing bright pink boxers that had skid marks. I'm a good VA. What's a VA? I don't understand.
Voice actor, I'm pretty sure, but I think we could all do voice acting.
I
it's not very hard.
I can't do voice acting. No one's ever told me that before.
Okay,
Hey, I mean,
can we stop with the F stuff, please?
What F stuff?
FURRY.
The what?
F furry porn.
Oh. Why?
Yeah. I said stop, please. Just please normal shit at least.
You're gonna out me?
At
Like,
least
Something whackable too.
something wankable. Something that could get your rocks off, man. Jeez.
Something that I
Wait,
can
hold on.
look
You've been
on a
looking-
bottle of
Dude,
Muju
I'm not trying to get you off,
and
okay?
polish the
That's
one-eyed
not my job.
gopher doing 17 and 18 wielder.
Harris,
Okay,
remember
first of all,
Harris, remember my
I didn't know
remember
you
my
were even
contributions to your
looking.
bank?
They're all very much appreciated.
Dude, no, like let me
Ooh.
explain that. I got randomly sent a bunch of shit by Kevin. I was like, I wonder if Harris has this, and then I started sending him stuff. Today on today's podcast, Minky and friends
Thanks.
discuss politics and then turn into furry porn.
Yep.
All
If
right,
you
let's.
want guys at your house at 5 a.m., you better send me more shit by tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, I leave my house before 5 o'clock, so I get fucked.
Damn.
So
Okay, this
yeah,
stuff
back
is
to the guy getting raided by the ATF, right? Let's get back on topic and not fuck around with that shit. So the guy getting raided by the ATF was, and this is not me being racist. This is me explaining him in the best way possible. I want you to I want everyone to close their eyes real quick and just imagine this. I want you to imagine. I'm gonna get really close to the microphone so you get into this. I want you to imagine this: a very, very scrawny black man at 5'8", wearing bright pink boxers with a dark brown skid mark on the back, with black chains, not gold chains, black chains, black nail polish, one blue eye, one red eye, the most generic crackhead hair, like all sprayed all over the place and like, you know, all that kind of stuff. And the dude had a blunt in his mouth when they pulled him out. Now I want you to imagine this very, very scrawny black man, right?
Dude, that stringy hair is very hard to imagine. I'm not gonna lie.
Stringy hair. Imagine this: hair that looks like it's not taken care of at all.
I mean, like a black guy with that really kind of like that kind of hair.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine for me.
So how I explain like black like a black person having, or a person of African descent having crackhead hair is this: there's no There's no rolls. There is no wave. It's just like puff out, like kind of like a afro, except deflated.
Yeah.
That is the best way to explain it. And so I want you all to imagine this scrawny African man. I can't say he's African because he is actually from Africa. He literally immigrated from Africa to here. Yeah, he migrated. Dude, he came in on a fucking rowboat, bro. Like a fucking towboat for towing ships. That's what he came in on.
And you know this how?
I've conversated with the man once or twice when I was waiting for my bike to warm up. See, the reason I know his backstory is this. About like a year ago, when I had my first bike that wasn't registered on the road and I drove it illegally, I was waiting for my bike to warm up one morning, and this guy came across the street. By the way, it is the middle of the fall. I'd say around this time, around a little, like I think 2 days before Halloween was starting, 2019. Yeah, about that time. He came across the street in nothing but red short shorts, socks and sandals, a wife beater, and a backwards Yankee hat. Now, no, the wife beater wasn't on him. It was draped over his shoulder. He was not wearing it. And it was pretty cold last October, in 2019. It was pretty cold towards the end of the month. So he comes walking across the street while I'm waiting for the bike to warm up, and he starts starting a conversation. He's like, "Yeah, man, yeah, young blood." Like he talks like that. He talks like his bottom lip doesn't work. Best way to explain this: imagine if someone's bottom lip was numb, blah blah blah, talking like that. That's how he talks, and he's got that really thick African accent. And he was telling me how like back in like 2003, he came. Yeah, I know it's broken. He came from Africa on a towboat, and he said like he came in selling crabs, fish, squid, calamari basically, and I think alligator too, because he originally came to Florida. He went to Florida first, and then he got enough money to come all the way up here to New York.
Cool.
Here, let's slow the earth down.
No, please not again.
We'll go to 40 minutes per second. All right. So.
Okay. So, back to guns real quick.
Yes.
What is your favorite bullpup rifle?
The L85.
FAMAS.
Honestly, I like the L85A1.
I'm not a fan of that.
I just like the carry handle it has.
Well, the FAMAS has a carry handle
got,
too.
Like, this weird looking, but the L85 has this weird kind of M16 looking carry handle to it.
You just have a hard on for anything that's M16 related, don't you?
Oh, I just like the shape, the curves, man, the curves.
Mm. You're like a person that like would buy like a fucking smart car, just to say I like it because it looks like my old toy car when I was like 3. You know what I'm talking about? The little like toy car, like the one you could sit inside of and the door opens and it's red and yellow. Yeah. See, the thing that's kind of stupid though is a buddy of mine recently came in possession of a FAMAS that was imported back when they used to import FAMASs. I think there's only 500 FAMASs in America that are legally here, and they cannot bring it anymore. Because for a very short window of time, they made it so you can import FAMASs, and then after that, you couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. Weird stuff, right? Good conversation, guys. Amazing to keep up the conversation. You're doing really well as podcast mates right now. You're making me just want to continue drinking.
I'm not that entertaining, so
Hey, look. Okay. Like, okay. Since we talked about favorite bullpups, what's your favorite top-loading rifle? Stripper
P90.
clip.
No, stripper clip? Fuck stripper clips. Top loading rifle? M1 Grand. Get the fuck out of here with stripper clips.
M1
Get out of here. M1 Grand. Yay or nay? Fuck that. M1 Grand all the way. The rest of them, the Type 22, everything thing that's out there, all pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The M1 Grand is my favorite semi-automatic rifle.
I like the M14 better, in my
Isn't
opinion.
that just an M1 Grand but modernized?
Yeah. It's an M1 Grand with a clip.
I don't
mean,
I don't
but we're not
I don't
talking
care.
about
No,
loading
that's
magazines.
no. Hold on. I gotta explain this. How I imagine stripper clips with an AR mag, it's you're not loading the gun with a stripper clip. You're still loading the gun with a magazine. You are reloading the clip with bullets into the mag with said stripper clip. That's not you taking the stripper clip to put it into the weapon. That is you taking the stripper clip to fill the mag back up with bullets. So the technicality there is that you're not reloading with the stripper clip, you're reloading with the mag, but you reload the mag with the stripper clip.
Honestly, I
Yes,
the
like what was it?
Mauser.
The
Mauser's pretty cool.
what was it? The Type 22 or something like that? The fucking Japanese fucking gun from 1919 or something that was stripper clip?
The Arasaka?
No. The Chinese they all name them numbers. They all name them Type something.
The Chinese
Type
or
17, you mean?
the Type 17?
Was it
Like
the Type
semi-automatic
17?
rifle or
No, it's a
full-back?
pistol.
Oh, the Nambu?
No.
Yeah, the Type 17.
Yeah, Chinese always name their thing Type 17. It's always type and then a number. I don't know why. They're weird.
Oh, Chinese, not Japanese. I'm like, what the fuck?
The Shanxi Type 17.
Yep. Shanxi types.
Shanghai? No.
Shanghai, Shanxi. I don't give
Yeah,
a
I can call China weird. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna say Tiananmen Square, and then they can't be able to fucking access my shit.
It's just it's basically just a Mauser but shittier. That's what it is.
Basically, what it is. Mauser, another fucking shitty pistol. For what it is.
Like the Hey, I like the Mauser. It's like a bigger Luger, but with a stripper clip.
Luger's better, and you can't change my mind.
Honestly, if we had Lugers that looked like the ones in fucking Wolfenstein, that'd be pretty lit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but the Germans aren't as inventive as that. I think the last time I played Modern Warfare was, I think 3 months ago, and then I gave up on it
Dude,
because
I wanna-
everyone's try hard.
Honestly, I just want to play the remaster of Modern Warfare 1. That seems pretty legit. I just want to play some of that.
I'm really glad that they took the multiplayer out of it, though.
Yeah.
Of Modern Warfare 1?
Well, because they're going to remaster it. But there's talk that they're just going to remaster the campaign. They're not going to add the multiplayer. I'm perfectly
You
fine with
mean-
that.
You mean the remaster that came out literally 2 years ago now?
No, I'm talking about other shit.
No, he's talking about Modern Warfare 1, not Modern Warfare 4, you dumbass.
You mean Modern Warfare 1?
Modern Warfare 4.
It's Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4, dumbass.
Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty 4.
Who,
Modern
me?
Warfare.
Sprinkles, or somebody else?
Look, it's Call of Duty 4. I'm about to look up Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty
Is
4.
it?
COD 4. COD 4, the very first COD that I ever played.
Modern Warfare.
Nah, I'm
Modern
kidding.
Warfare 2.
Nah, the very first COD that I played was Call of Duty Big Red 1. It's Call of Duty 2. COD 2 Big Red 1. My very first COD that I played on PlayStation.
If I even look up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, it doesn't appear. It's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I'm just gonna.
Oh my
correct
god. Dude, you're just so fucking uptight about that.
It's because you're saying it wrong, and you just said
I
that
don't give a shit. I didn't even like it that much. I liked Call of Duty 2
Then-
more.
Then don't
Big
talk
Red 1?
about the remaster.
Yeah.
Sick.
Dude, I fucking love that. That's the game I tried to teach my dad how to play.
Dude,
It didn't go very well.
fucking.
He called me cocksucker a lot.
He called you God. I'm imagining. Nah, dude, that's like on the same level as like when there's a story about this wife, right? And she like walks in on her son and her husband playing a game, and the husband says, "That's why I fucked your mom." And he says, "I've been in her deeper than you'll ever be." And she goes, "What the fuck am I living right now?" By the way, Sprinkles just noticed what your profile picture is. Trouble.
Oh, you like it? Like what you see?
You like what you see? That yeah, that's Trouble back in his prime.
Yeah, shorter
You're
than I'll
just
ever
now
be.
noticing his profile pic.
His profile picture is Danny DeVito grasping
Here
his
we go,
man
here we go.
boobs.
Wow.
Danny
I
DeMito,
looked
dude.
at that a long time ago.
Danny DeMito.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeChito?
No, Danny DeMito.
Nah, dude, Danny
Full
DeChito
of
all the
fucking
way.
Sexy ass meat.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking. So I say let's get off this topic for now. Let's talk about games that are coming out recently.
Can we talk about shit games like Call of Duty World War II?
That
Worst fucking Call of Duty ever made.
I hate to consider that part of the Call of Duty franchise, in my opinion.
Same. It's not even a good game. It's not even. It's just.
It was a good
bad.
concept,
Yeah.
but
They fucking did it right and just fucking remastered World at War.
Dude, fucking World at War needs a remaster or a
Dude, it
remake.
literally does. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare didn't need a remaster. World at War does. That
Yes.
game was awesome.
I still fucking play World at War like in the online
Dude,
servers like
same.
up and active.
They really are. That game is fucking awesome.
Actually, I don't want them to remaster or remake it because they're just gonna fuck it up. Like all those swastikas, that won't fly now. They'll just get rid of it. That's what they did for World War II or whatever. The
That's
fucking
because World War II is shit, and they didn't
Hold
know what
on.
they're doing.
Harris, do you remember Saints Row?
Which one?
yeah.
All of
The
them.
first one? Saints Row 3 is my favorite, bro.
I play Saints Row
Penetrator.
3.
I'm gonna say this though. And right now, my Steam library, I have Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4. I don't like them. I
Aw.
loved the very first Saints Row game that I played was the first one, and then I played the second one, and then the third came out. And I was like, oh, cool, the third one came out, but
I didn't like the fourth one. I like the third one the most.
the reason I say this though is that Saints Row, when it first came out, was, people considered it back in the day that was a gangster simulator, which it really wasn't. It's really hard to explain, but I really
In my
don't like the
opinion,
way
it
that
is
they're
better
going.
than GTA 5.
You
though.
guys want to do library tours? You guys want to talk about your games in your libraries?
Well, no, I'm just gonna talk about like history of gaming with me, and then we'll go on what other stuff. But like the thing that I wanted to say was this: is that not a lot of people know this, and not a lot of people should, because if they did, then I'd question them, ask them if they've been stalking me since I was a little young lad, and I'd call them a pedophile. I'd call them I'd call them a Biden supporter because they're a pedophile. But
Mickey, I've been your guardian angel since you were negative 10 years old. I've been watching
Chief,
your dad.
Chief,
since
you
before
weren't
you
even
were
a
born.
twinkle in your dad's eye
I've
at that
been
point.
watching your dad.
I've been watching your dad.
Fucking Larry, your mom got big titties.
Now that's funny right there, Chief.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
Nah, but
I
like,
shouldn't say that.
like,
Well, God bless
so,
the people
when-
down there in New Guinea.
when I first started playing games was this. My sister, who I love to death. I love her so much. She's very nice. She's a lot older than me by like 10 years, but she acts younger than me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like there's a lot of
Yeah,
times
but
I
like
treat
my
her
five
as
supporters.
I treat her as the younger sister, whereas I should treat her as my older sister. But a lot of the times, because the thing is, I had to teach her how to do her taxes. I had to teach her how to do a lot of stuff because she was busy with college, and she went to college for 8 years.
Oh my god.
The second I graduated from my high school, she was in college for another year, and then she graduated from college. She has, I think, her master's in I think what was it, paralegal, and then she's got a minor in whatever the fuck she's got a minor, basically a basic minor in law school. So you know, there's sometimes I gotta watch out for him, but whatnot. But I thank her for owning an Xbox, like the original Xbox and the original PlayStation, and then a PlayStation 2. Because if she didn't have those, I would have, in my opinion, never found gaming the way that I did. My very first game that I ever played in my life, that I was ever shown how to play, that I ever just picked up and started playing in general, Halo Combat Evolved. And from then on, it started a huge thing with me of Halo was the jumpstart for me, in my opinion. I don't like what they've done with Halo lately. I'm actually severely disappointed with it. Halo 3, after Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST, the storyline became shit. It didn't make sense. I'm not counting Halo Reach as a shit thing, because I thought it was really nice. But at the same time, I feel like if they would have put Halo Reach through a lot more of like a development, and you know, the story didn't go the way that it did, because there's a lot of like plot holes in the story that don't make sense, and there was like a lot of stuff that was just weird mechanic wise.
Well, I think the point of it was to make it out how these heroes save this planet, but they really fucked it up more.
Yeah, but it also like the character development that you see in there was not like the character development you see in like any other game.
Well, yeah.
But also, you know, back in Halo Combat Evolved's day, there really wasn't that much character development either. It was you're a fucking super soldier and you get to fucking live. Whenever you die, you restart to where you fucking last saved.
You know, I think the game that has the best character development is Silent Hill 2.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
James's story throughout that game, although it's not very apparent, his descent into madness is unlike anything I've seen.
Well, also, it's not only his descent into madness, it's also his ability to accept it at the end of the game.
Yes, his turnaround before the final boss fight, where he's like being surrounded by those pyramid heads, and he's like, I needed you to punish me for my sins, but I accept something. I can't remember exactly. It's been long since I've last played it.
I love the theory behind James and the Pyramid Head, though, is that like the Pyramid Head is him. It is his sin. It is him doing his things. That's why, like, throughout the game, you see Pyramid Head basically killing his wife over and over and over again. There's like so many times you see him doing that, and then there's other times where you see Pyramid Head engaging in some adult activities in the game.
Honestly, I think Pyramid Head is. This has been stated before in other places, but it's like his desire to be punished for his sins.
It is, yes. That's I truly believe in that. But you know, it's also like this. It comes down to like his character from the beginning was, you know, how every basic main protagonist in any game starts, which is what? You're in a fucking place, you have no idea what the fuck's going on. Oh my fucking god, everything's gone to shit. I don't know what to do.
You just need to find your wife. That's your basic goal, is to find your wife.
And then as you go through it, eventually, like, and another game that I think has amazing character development from the beginning of it, even though there's not really that big of a story, is a recent game that came out, and I love the way the characters are. GTFO. If anyone here has ever heard of it?
Dude, I want to fucking play that game, but I just don't have the money right now to get
Harris,
it.
I thought you had it.
I have a bunch of friends. Huh? I don't have GTFO.
I remember playing it with somebody. I don't know. Probably other people. Probably Nick and all of them. So, the thing that's really cool about GTFO, and if anyone who does watch this stream in the future or is currently watching it, like, I'm probably going to stream GTFO sometime this week. That's kind of what I want to do.
Listen.
Harris, you need to buy a fucking hard drive, not more games. That's what your girlfriend said.
Yeah, she tells me that a lot, but I'm just like, okay.
Harris, think of it this way. Every time you want to fucking play a new game, you have to keep on installing Arma, and then we have to wait for you to install Arma again to play with us again. So just get it. Just stop on installing shit. Just save money for a hard drive, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Fine. Whenever I get this refund money, that's $120-something for this refund, I'm gonna buy a hard drive.
Dude, I bought a 12 terabyte hard drive for fucking under $100.
You need to get me your guy then. Whoever's selling that shit.
I bought it from fucking Best Buy.
Best Butt.
They also have 4 terabytes. They have 2 terabytes. They have everything you want. Like, if you're gonna buy a hard drive for gaming, buy anything more than a 1 terabyte.
Yeah, I was thinking about if I'm gonna buy something, I at least want 2 terabytes because like the first terabyte, that's gonna be like.
Harris,
That's gonna be
hold
gone
on.
'cause
Harris.
of
Can
I
you
was
hear
gonna
that?
get 2 or
Can you
3.
hear this? You hear that?
Yes, I can hear that.
That's the 2 terabyte SSD I've still fucking yet to put on my fucking computer.
You should give it to me. No, I'm kidding.
If you want to pay me $112 for it, I paid $120 for it.
Sure, I'll fucking do it right now. What's your PayPal?
I don't have
Actually,
a
I'll
PayPal
do it whenever I
anymore.
get my refund. Oh damn, never mind.
$8 friend reduction.
If you forward that money to me, Harris, I'll buy some.
No,
but
that's
then
a
you'd
little
have to
fucked. Yeah,
sit-
yeah, he'll buy you a reenactment weapon, then keep it for himself.
Yep.
But yeah, like, so back to GTFO, like, you know, when you first start playing the game, you know, you're put in with like these generic characters and all that stuff.
I think
It's
you mean Payday with monsters.
it's made by the same people, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
I'm
I'm almost
not too
positive.
sure.
I remember someone saying that, but maybe I'm wrong. But wouldn't be the first time. But I remember when I first played the game. All right. I remember when I first played the game, I saw my character, right? And when you first load up the game, your character is sane, is not showing any signs of insanity. But the more and more you play, as I found out, the more and more you play GTFO and your character lives, the more and more your character shows, like when you're in like the main screen, like getting everybody set up and you can see your character shows more and more signs of insanity or depression or some kind of mental disorder, because you'll see your character randomly starts hitting his head. He's like looking around like confused or scared or terrified, you know, like random bits and pieces that just kind of pop in. I love that. And no one really took that into consideration because for the most part, they played it way too much to the point that eventually just like, oh, it's always been there. But when you first start the game up, your very first startup, your character is completely fine, sane and all. And then it just gets worse and worse over time. But that was a good game that I thought showed amazing character development. What's another game that showed character development that I thought was good?
Stick with truth.
God fucking damn it! With the when Stan's dad got spaded at the fucking abortion clinic.
You didn't realize Stan's hat has a fucking vagina on it.
You know what we should play? What the entire group should play? We should play Unfortunate Spacemen. It came out before Among Us, but it's basically just Among Us, but in 3D and with more character customization.
Is it on Steam?
Yes.
Okay.
We should play Ground Branch.
You know, we should not play around. I'm kidding. We should. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to Cyberpunk. I really wish it wouldn't kept getting fucking pushed back though.
Biggest Dickus is what I'm gonna call my character when I'm done with my character creation.
What, for Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
You know you can't have a fucking custom name, right?
I'm sure, but that's what I'm gonna be calling him throughout my playthrough.
Biggest Dickus. So the most recent announcement that's been released by Cyberpunk is for the release date. It says, "Hello everyone, today we've decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely, there are many emotions and questions in your heads, so first and foremost, please accept our humble apologies. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen, and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare the test 9 versions of it: Xbox One X compatibility on Xbox Series S, X, and PS4 Pro compatibility on PS5, PC, Stadia. Stadia's fucking shit. While working from home, since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards being almost being a next-gen title somewhere along the way. We need to make sure everything works and every version runs smoothly. We're aware it might seem unrealistic when someone says that 21 days can make any difference in such a massive and complex game, but they really do. Some of you might also be wondering what these words mean in light of us saying we achieved gold master some time ago. Passing certification or going gold means the game is ready, can be completed, and has all content in it, but it doesn't mean we stop working on it and raising the quality bar. On the contrary, this is the time where improvements are being made, which will be distributed via a day zero patch. This is the time period we undercalculated. We feel we have an amazing game on our hands and we're willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones. It ultimately leads to you getting a video game you'll fall in love with even more. Yours, Adam Badowski and Marcin, whatever the fuck you want to say it, from the CD Projekt Red.
Wow. That was
Okay, here's
really
something.
That was what?
That was actually really fucking like. It feels like they actually like really love this game.
No,
and they
like
really
the
enjoy
thing is
making
though
it.
that I love hearing about them though is that, you know, CD Projekt Red, they really do love this game. They spent a lot of time on it. It's been amazing for them. What do you mean my spatial microphone is trippy? I don't understand. Like the fact that I can talk like this and just go around and do that kind of stuff, go left and right.
Did you guys know that there are like?
Yeah, I'm in your left ear.
And
Now I'm in the right. Unless
the
it's
new
different. I don't know.
Watchdog game.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
I hate the new idea of the new Watch. Like Watch Dogs is kind of going the Saints Row route now. It just doesn't make any sense. The very first one I thought was really cool and had a really good storyline to it. The second one, wasn't as good in my opinion.
The first one will always be the best. I love the main character. He's great.
The really reason I like Saints Row 3 is because I love the storyline.
Oh,
It's just
dude,
good to
you
me.
know it's another game that had amazing character development. For the time that it was in, GTA 4.
Metal Gear. Oh.
Nah, dude, GTA 4.
Yeah.
I thought, for the most part, that
Completely
was a
agree.
really good fucking development for Nico. Yeah.
Nico. Let's go bomb the.
Nico, it's your cousin, Roman. Let's go bowling and see big American titties. I love that guy. But at the same time, I hate him.
So, okay. Kind of a self-promotion here, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. Self-promotion, huh? Self-promotion. So I have a second channel on YouTube that's all IRL stuff. You should go check it out. There's already a video up on there.
Minky, we're gonna see your face.
No, my face is always going to be covered by either a motorcycle helmet or I'm going to be behind the camera.
I just realized I can buy a gas mask. I don't know why I didn't realize it before, but now I can buy a gas mask.
Imagine having to buy
And then we
gas
hear... And then we hear your girlfriend tell you to not do that.
masks. I don't care what you tell. I don't give a shit what you say. The mask stays on during sex.
God fucking damn it. You make me want to fucking play that.
Yeah, I know. I make you want to do a lot of things.
I don't
Yeah,
care what
it's
you
some
say.
karma.
The Master Chief helmet stays on when we're doing sex, and that's final. I love
I
that.
don't care what you say, but the mask stays on during sex.
It stays on during sex, woman.
It stays on during sexy time in bench.
Ja. Jawohl. Sorry.
Hi, my name Boris, and I come here to find Jimmy Fallon. Dude, I was doing I was
Alright.
doing a Fallout 4 playthrough where I played a Russian.
Wow,
guy.
look who's fucking an hour and a half late.
Oh, is it the
Look who it
Canadian?
is.
It's the fucking Canadian.
It's the
Let's everyone rank on the
Oh,
Canadian.
yeah.
Hey, how's the fucking legalization of fucking pot doing for y'all with your increase in fucking car crashes, huh?
I
You
think when I was
retarded.
on a walk, I saw some guy passed out in a freaking church parking lot. blasting music.
How's the maple syrup
He's listening to
Canadian
God.
bastard?
He's listening to God.
I don't think he was listening to God. I think he was meeting God.
Yeah. Hey, he
So,
rolls up to
yeah,
he rolls up to God's fucking gates. He's like, "Yo, can I get a Big Mac, dude? This is fucking heaven. Why are you here? I'm hungry, bro. I got lost."
I got lost on my way down to hell.
No, dude. You're not even dead. You just like magically appear in fucking heaven, and you're just like, "Hey, I want a
Here's the
Big
game.
Mac."
Yo, you guys hear that Travis Scott meme?
God's like, you're not even
Nah,
there,
dude.
bro.
My
What are you
favorite,
doing?"
no, dude. My favorite fucking Travis Scott meme right now is when he falls off the stage in auto tune. Yeah, I love that, dude.
It's all about.
Oh, I want to see that.
All right, this podcast is gonna be done like the next couple minutes. Yeah,
Stupid Canadian being late. Typical.
super fucking late. So I think this podcast was really nice. We got to talk about some really interesting concepts and some different stuff going on.
My power went out 3 times.
Yup, that was fun.
Stupid trees.
Y'all remember that time that fucking Trouble died and we
about to
didn't
go
know
out
about it till
fourth
2 minutes
time.
afterwards? Good times, good times.
Remember that
Uh,
time we just didn't talk about trouble? That was pretty good.
Yeah. Remember the time we didn't
Yeah.
talk about? Remember that time we didn't say anything? It was just silence for like 2 minutes. That was good
Yep.
times.
That
I'm thinking,
was the
what if?
best part of the
So I'm
stream.
thinking this. What if like next podcast? Because I remember a while ago I used to have people bother me to do like SCP readings and shit. Should I do that? I like reading,
Yeah.
so. Or
Dude,
creepypasta
we should
shit.
do a dynamic. We should do dynamic story readings where we all read a story and we're all different characters in
Oh
the
no,
story.
I can't do that. I actually have I'm super bad at reading out loud.
I thought you were about to say.
Laugh.
I'm being honest with you, Chief. I thought you were about to say, no, I'm sorry, I have huge fucking ADHD or fucking autism.
No, I fucking do have ADHD.
ADHD? Alright.
Yeah,
That explains so
when I stutter like this shit,
Eh.
like I'll let that. That's me fucking. I'm so fucking bad at reading.
Dude, my
I
tongue
have
just got like
ADHD.
super fucking numb.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Nothing.
No, I'm being
Sorry,
honest right now.
Tourette's.
My tongue just got super numb.
Or I
I
used to have
hate you
ADHD.
so
I don't
much,
think
Eric.
I have it anymore.
I don't know, Chief.
Yeah,
But
you can grow out of it, but
yeah.
Oh.
I used to take medicine for it, but it just made me not hungry. It would never work.
Trouble, why the fuck did you just refollow?
what?
It just made you refollow me.
Oof, imagine.
Imagine being that one nerd. Alright, well,
You're simping for Minky?
uh-oh, stinky.
Uh-oh, Sippy.
You're worse than Noah.
Alright.
Oh,
So
I am not.
Yeah.
Don't even go there.
So to the people that are watching the stream, hi, how's it going? I hope you're having a nice time. We're gonna end this
Hi, how are ya?
podcast, and I gotta go talk to some people. But the next podcast, I want to do. I don't know. When should we do the next
I'm gonna
podcast? Like
start
maybe,
the
maybe
Whenever
Wednesday.
I'm not doing chemistry homework.
Maybe
Sex
Wednesday.
appeal.
Perhaps after every op, so we have something interesting to talk about.
Chief, every
near the
op
end.
ends at like fucking 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry to break it to you, Chief. Cause
That's
or
perfect.
12.
We're gonna get like night creatures.
11 o'clock in the morning. That's a long ass
Nah, dude, it takes so
Yeah, imagine
long. Y'all take
Eastern
forever to get
time.
started.
That is not my fault.
Yeah, well.
No, it's
sometimes
it's
we're,
the
like,
fault of the
30
person that wants to wear a
minutes
fucking
early.
cowboy hat most of the fucking time. Canada.
Oh, come on. That was like a month ago, okay?
No.
Yes.
No, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's how the
No.
yeah, no, it's because we're playing devil's advocate here. We're always gonna turn on each other.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course.
just- Sprinkles, I don't think you understand this. That's how even as Carius, this is how literally the Milsim group is all the time. We turn on each other. We turn on each other for who the fuck gets morphine first.
Dude, we all secretly morphine each other at
To
random
gain
intervals
super
and stop.
speed.
To gain super speed.
Like, I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
Nick has morphined Minky at random points.
Chips?
Um,
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, Aston, remember that one time we were on our honeymoon and we went into the ocean with a car that could swim?
Oh yeah, the Indiana Jones truck
Yeah.
that like went to the water. Yeah, that was pretty fun. We should do that. We should all do that. Minky,
Yeah.
For an op, we should go around the ocean in a boat and
That would
see.
take so fucking long. We'd get through all the sea change before we fucking.
All right, so I'm just gonna end the stream here. I'd say this. Let's just do Sundays as podcast time. Every Sunday we'll do podcast, and then throughout the week I'll just do different streams of other shit. I feel comfortable with that. Hopefully by next stream we actually have people be here and not be late.
Fucking Canadian. I probably won't be here because
Fucking
I'm out at my
Canada.
dad's, but yeah, I can't really do anything to control that.
That's fine. You're just a nerd at that point.
Yeah, I'm a scrub.
All right, so we'll stop the stream. I hope everyone has a safe knife. Safe knife, yes. I
also
hope
need
this
a
this is how you know it's getting late
Good
for me,
lord.
but I've been drinking too much. I hope everyone has a safe night. I hope all y'all stay nice to each other, stay safe. Be
Remember
careful
to
with the
Trump.
COVID-19 stuff, and
Vote for Trump.
yeah, don't vote for pedophile. So that means don't vote for fucking Biden, you fucking brainlets. Love y'all.